Welcome to Prime TV. I'm your host, Qiayel. It starts with a Q, but it is pronounced Qiayel. And today I have a special guest with me. I've known her for some years. Y'all may know her as well. But she is a wonderful, wonderful esthetician. When I tell y'all, skin be looking nice. Skin be looking nice. So help me welcome Mariah.
Hi.
Do you go by Mariah?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And I purposely did not wear makeup today because we're talking about skincare.
Okay, y'all, look at her. Go ahead and get up close
So
a little bit.
See, I got a little lash, a little lip gloss, but little face oil, and that's it.
Skin is popping. How are you, first of all?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. I've been working all day, but we here.
Same. I had work today, so.
So you can go ahead, introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your background and all that.
Like she said, my name is Mariah. I went to Qiayel Beta out in Ann Arbor for my aesthetics program. Mm-hmm. Took roughly about a little over a year just because I took a leave of absence during my program. But I did that. Then I waxed for a little bit, but then I really wanted to dive into facials. I don't mind waxing, but I prefer facials. So did a little bit of work at European Wax Center. And now I am working at Heyday Spa out in Ann Arbor, which is a newer spa. It's been open for a little over a year now, and I'm doing that. And then I still do wax at home on the side as well.
Okay. So you don't do wax there?
No, they strictly facials.
Okay, that's what's up. So can you tell the people, for those who don't know, what exactly an esthetician is?
So an esthetician, we do skincare. We take care of your skin to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. If you're having more like severe grade 4 acne, we would recommend you to see a dermatologist. But we can do facials, we can do waxing, dermaplaning. You can also do makeup as well if you would like to be an esthetician and become an MUA. Okay. So that's kind of the scope of what we do.
Okay, what is...
dermaplaning, you know how they scrape off that layer of skin with the surgical knife? That's dermaplaning.
Oh, I'd be scared to do that.
We're actually going to learn it, and we should be offering it at the spa pretty soon. Hopefully, we're taking a questionnaire to see if we want to add anything else to our services.
Okay. So, is it to like smooth your skin out, or what exactly does it do? Get rid of dead skin?
It get rid of dead skin cells. It helps exfoliate, and it gets rid of that peach fuzz. I know a lot of people don't like the peach fuzz on their face, so it does help with that.
Okay, that's what's up. I'd be scared just seeing a blade coming towards my face.
Yeah.
So
I feel like once you do it, I've heard a lot of people like, I haven't tried it. I would love to try it, but a lot of people do love it.
Okay.
So great way to exfoliate.
So what made you exactly get into this type of career field?
I used to have acne growing up, teenage years, so probably puberty, and I would always do anything to try to fix my acne. Like when people did those charcoal masks, I did a lot of those. And then I was always go to the store researching what I can do to help better my skin. And then once I found a product that I like, I would recommend it to my friends. Right. And at first, I didn't really think of it as a career field, just something that I liked. And then I finally was like, maybe I should just do this full time because I'm not liking anything else I'm going to school for. Yeah. And then all of my friends were like, well, we were waiting on you to go. So I just feel like if I can make myself feel better about my skin, I would want the next person to feel better about their skin. And just love to educate the next person because you go into that blindsided because skin is a broad field that you can get into.
Definitely. There's so many different type of skins or like skin types. There's different mixes and all that. I don't think I would have the patience to learn all that. Especially, I mean, I applaud estheticians because y'all be touching people's face.
It is.
And
a lot.
I've been seeing some of those like those videos, those satisfying videos
where they're doing the extractions. Yes, I like the extractions.
I could watch them, but like I can't touch it.
I feel like the place where I'm at, so Heyday, when we do our extractions, we don't extract pustules. So pustules, you have a whitehead. We don't extract that. Okay. We don't extract cystic acne because when you're extracting those, and if you're not doing it properly, you can spread the bacteria. So from preventing to spread the bacteria, we mainly focus on blackheads and sebaceous filaments, which is just the excess buildup of oil. Okay. So I think that's a lot gentler on the skin because a lot of people extract cystic acne and pustules and then wonder why their skin is breaking out more because you're spreading that bacteria.
Okay. It can spread like all over your body or
just in your face. So like if you have one in your cheek and you pop it
mm-hmm.
and you don't clean it properly, you can spread more acne around your cheek, or if you touch another part of your face.
Okay. Yeah. Not for me. So you mentioned it a little bit. Where exactly again? Where did you go to get your esthetician license?
Douglas J. Aveda, downtown Ann Arbor. It's right next to University of Michigan, like right by University of Michigan. I think by State Street, I want to say.
Okay. I think I passed by it. Or did it? I wonder if it moved buildings.
If you know where the theater is by University of Michigan, and there's a Ben and Jerry's over there, it's literally on the next street.
Okay.
On the Ben and Jerry's.
How did you like your experience there?
I liked it. It was, the hours are long, so when you start off, I want to say you go in maybe 3 days out the week, but I did the PM schedule, so I was going to school 4:45 until 10 p.m. And then eventually you go to school 5 days out of the week, and you have to hit a certain amount of credit hours. Michigan is 600 credit hours. It's different depending on what state you stay in. So there's only so much school that you can miss without being kicked out of the program. And then the last 3 months of your program, they do have you on a spa floor actually taking clients. So I did like the fact that I got a hands-on experience, just so that way I can get a groove of taking clients, having good time with cleaning up after myself, and switching the bed in between clients.
Okay. Is that all timed? Like you have to hit a certain time mark to do all that?
So right now at Heyday, where I'm at, all of our facials are 50 minutes. So we have to stay within that 50-minute time window. I mean, if something happens, like a reaction happened, or they may have more congestion that they want you to extract, then we may go over a little bit, but we really have to stick to that 50 minutes. And then you have a 10-minute window time to wipe down all of your products that you touch, wipe down the chair, sanitize everything, make the bed again, and flip the room for the next client.
Oh, man.
So,
yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, it's a strict time.
How long did it take you to, like, get on that time crunch, basically?
I want to say maybe 3 weeks to a month, just because I was used to doing things at Aveda, and then I was working with this lady Christina at a place in Plymouth, and I was doing 60-minute facials, and I was more on my own. So doing a 60-minute facial, I had 10 extra minutes to get the facial done, and I kind of wasn't worried about adding services on or my cleanup time versus where I have to stick to a schedule. And I'm like, the services, well, they do have clocks in the room, so it's, you get to monitor how long you're doing a service. At first it was just the cleanup time, because I'm like, this is a lot to sanitize before I gotta flip my client. But now we smooth sailing. We got it.
That's good.
We got it.
That's good. Did you like the school that you went to?
I did.
Like, would you recommend it?
I definitely would recommend it. I just feel like it's certain stuff that they don't touch on. Like, I know some schools don't touch on chemical peels, and I would have liked to learn chemical peels. Some schools learn dermaplaning versus we did not. But it is a good school if you're looking for a lot of hands-on experience. I don't know if they're going to add more to their curriculum. So just a couple minor tweaks. But other than that, I did like my experience there.
Okay. What is chemical peels?
So chemical peels is just a stronger version of exfoliate. Pills, okay. It's just a stronger exfoliation. I don't know if you've ever seen people get a chemical peel and they have like that orange on their face, and they leave the place, and you have to be out of the sunlight for 72 hours. You cannot, depending on how strong the chemical peel is, it can make your skin peel, and it reveals a new layer of skin.
Okay, I've seen the peeling on people's faces.
So that would be a chemical peel. But where I'm at Heyday, our chemical peels don't necessarily peel your skin. Okay. So you don't have to wait. Sometimes it can take up to 2 weeks when you get a chemical peel, 7 days for it to peel, and then for your skin to turn around. Versus where I'm at, when we do our chemical peels, you just have to be cautious with your skin for the next 72 hours. So just a stronger form of exfoliation, chemical instead of mechanical.
Oh, it sounds like it hurt though.
It doesn't hurt. I actually got a good chemical peel myself maybe 3 weeks ago. We're getting new chemical peels because we're getting a new back bar. So we're testing out our new chemical peels. I really didn't have a burning sensation. Since it was my first chemical peel, we left it on for maybe 1 to 3 minutes. Wipe it off, neutralize it. I was fine. I didn't have any reaction, no redness. I had like maybe just like a very mild tingling sensation, but that was about it.
Okay. Okay. I might try
They're
it.
not bad. They're not bad. I say if you get one that's not going to make your skin peel as a beginner, just to see how your skin handles it. And then the more you get chemical peels, the more resilient your skin will be to them, and then you can go higher up with the chemical peels.
Okay. Only thing with me, I know my skin is very sensitive, so I don't know how my skin will react to it.
We have one called the restorative peel that would be more for sensitive skin types.
Okay.
And if you was your first one coming in, we would only do one layer, and then it would only be on the skin for 1 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Before we remove it.
Okay. I might have to come see you and do that.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think people see online those super invasive chemical peels where their skin is peeling and people don't want to pick off their skin. So I feel like that's what everybody idea is when they hear chemical peel, but no, you do have other options and you don't have to go that harsh jumping into it.
Okay, cool. So you mentioned that you were going to a different college other than the Douglas J. Veda. What college did you go to?
I went to University of Toledo for a little second, and then I came back home. Then I went to WCC. I was doing a lot of switching my major, and I'm just like, I don't like any of this. I was like, if I'm going to spend my money on school, I'm going to spend my money on a career field that I'm actually going to enjoy.
You're right. What was one of the majors or the first major that you decided on when you were going into school?
I thought about nursing, but I was like, I don't think I really like that. I think I just liked it because my mom has been in the medical field my entire life. I have my aunties in the medical field as well. So just being around that, I'm like, hey, that'd be good to go to school for. And then I'm like, no, this is not the field for me, and it's super competitive. And I know if I don't like it, I wasn't going to excel in school, so I didn't want to.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't want to set myself up for that.
Yeah, my mom wanted me to do engineering. At first, she wanted me to do mechanical engineering, and I had did like this automotive enrichment with Nissan, and the enrichment itself wasn't too bad, but I'm like, I don't think I can work on cars for the rest of my life, so no. And then I was like, okay, well, I could do computer science engineering because I like technology.
Yeah,
I love math. But then when I went to school, I'm like, I don't think this is for me. Because I never really saw myself doing a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. So I knew I had to do something that was outside of like just going to school for it, you know. So that's why we here.
Yeah, I feel like I technically am still in a 9 to 5 because I work at the spa, but I enjoy what I do, so it doesn't feel like a 9 to 5. And then I do eventually want to go off and get a suite on my own, so that way I can work on my own.
Yeah.
And I think I also want to sell skincare products because that's something I've been thinking about, just so that way if I'm off on my own, I have more of an income coming in than just strictly facials. But once you get your license, you're set to go. You're set to go.
Pretty much. Yeah. So you want your own like skincare line? You think you want to do? Okay. What do you think you would name it?
I don't know. I've been thinking about some names. I thought I had a set name, and then I changed it. And I said, okay, well, let me get good in a spa, and then once I get that, I'll dive back into that.
Okay.
Play around with some names, because it's like you got to find a name that's not too long, not too short.
Yeah.
That's catchy. That's easy for you to have a logo as well.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, definitely. I understand that. So how is Heyday for you? When did you start working there?
I started there in December.
Okay.
So just recent. I really like it. I feel like with Heyday, it gives you the feel that you're working on your own, because a lot of places when you look at a spa and you're looking to go get a facial, you have to book a specific facial, whether it's a hydrating facial, an exfoliating facial. At Heyday, everything is customized to your skin type. So when you come in, we ask, like, do you have any allergies? We ask what you think about your skin. We ask your at-home skincare routine.
Ooh.
We do ask if you are pregnant, nursing, trying to become pregnant, or if you have any metal implants, just so we know how to navigate the service. We do the first cleanse, and then we take our mag lamp and we look at your skin to give you a professional description of your skin, as in what skin type you have, if you have any congestion, any breakouts, any rough texture, any dehydration. And then from there, we choose the service. But we do let you know, like, we're going to do X, Y, and Z, or if we want to add on enhancement, and we ask the customer how do they feel about that service today.
Because it's all like customized.
It's all customized because not everything works for everybody. Everybody has different skin type. I see different things every single day.
Yeah. Man, that's cool. Y'all should go check her out. Heyday.
I do like
in Ann
that.
Arbor.
Yes.
All right.
Right off of Ann Arbor Celine Road. So you get off of Ann Arbor Celine Road, you make a right, and it's in a plaza with Whole Foods.
Okay. Yep. I'll have to come there sometime. Do you get to select the person that you want to do the facial? Yeah. Or is it like walk in and then it's just like whoever's next?
So you can either call and request, or if you book online, there's a list of names, and then you can go and click. You can click Mariah.
Okay.
On the list of names.
All right. So with Heyday, it's not like you renting out a space like a chair. Okay.
But they do events, since it's customized. I feel like I'm working on my own, except for I'm not paying for my products. They supply the products, but I've worked in corporations, like when I worked at the wax center. It feels like a corporation a little bit, of course, because it's a 9 to 5. But when I'm in the treatment room, it's like, okay, I can be on my own without having to follow like such a strict protocol, which I feel like will set you up better to go off on your own.
Yeah, most definitely. How would you compare that to European wax? Mm-hmm. Did you like your experience there?
I mean, it wasn't bad, and if you are looking to be a waxer, they do teach you speed waxing, mm-hmm. so that way you can do Brazilians in 15 minutes. So I definitely think it's not a bad idea to get in there just so you can learn speed waxing, learn different waxing techniques, mm-hmm. and really focus on that. But me, I just don't prefer waxing. So for me, I'm like, I don't know if this is for me. I'd rather be somewhere doing facials.
Yeah.
And they're kind of a little strict there with the timing and with the selling products. I know selling products is part of your career field, mm-hmm. but it's like one of the main focuses there. And it's like, mm-hmm. if you're not selling products, you're getting in trouble. And I'm like, I don't like micromanaging. That's not a comfortable workspace for me. So me personally, no. But if you like waxing, then you might not like it. You might like it.
Yeah. Can you tell me what's the difference? I don't know have you done sugaring before?
I haven't done sugaring.
Okay.
And I want to. Sugaring between soft and hard wax. Mm-hmm. So with soft wax, when you lay the wax down, you have the waxing strips. You put the strip down and then you rip it off.
Yeah.
And then with hard wax, you don't need a strip. So European wax center uses hard wax. So with the hard wax, you put it on, you let it dry a little bit, and then rip it off by itself.
Okay.
With no strap. Sugaring, if you want to compare it to anything, I feel like it's the texture of soft wax without the strip. And it's made with more natural ingredients, and they say it's supposed to be better for your skin.
Okay.
So I do want to learn it, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm waxing from home, so I don't know because it can be a bit messy, but mm-hmm. I do prefer hard wax for majority of my waxes, except for probably eyebrows. I do like soft wax a little more for eyebrows.
Okay. My coworker was telling me how she gets sugaring done, and I've never heard of it before. So I'm like, what is sugaring? Like, because I heard that it hurts. I don't remember who told me that, but they said that it hurts. So I'm like, how can sugar hurt?
I feel like it's the same as all wax. It's just a different consistency of wax. But there's a place in Northville called NYC Sugaring.
Okay.
That does strictly sugar wax, and they don't do any soft, any hard, just all sugar.
Okay.
If you want to try it. I feel like it's the same as any other wax. I mean, soft wax, people say it hurts. Hard wax, people say it hurts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't think waxing hurts. I think you'll get used to it. Maybe like the first time it might sting a little, but I don't think I've never had a problem with waxing.
What I've learned is it's really all about the technique. So from when I worked at European Wax Center for my clients, mm-hmm. I realized if you're talking people through the wax and if you're telling them to take a deep breath in, and when you pull it, they exhale. And, it's like punch the bear, soothe the baby is what they teach you at school. Uh-huh. So you can rip fast and soothe it after you pull it off. People have told me that helps a lot. The talking, the breathing, and immediately soothing after you pull the strip.
Okay. Yeah.
All about the technique.
Jennifer from Lovely Nails does my eyebrows. That's the only person I let do my eyebrows. But she doesn't do like, she does just rip it off. But I don't think it hurt that much. That's just my opinion though. No. I've never had a Brazilian though. I want to do it one time for the one time, but I'm scared.
Okay, I don't get many Brazilians. Being an esthetician, I really didn't start get Brazilians until I worked at European Wax Center. I will say the first time is painful, but the more you go back, the easier it is. But I say do it just simply because it does help with hair growth. Like your hair will grow back thinner and it'll grow back slower with the waxing.
Okay.
I just told myself like I need to go back and start back getting waxes.
Yeah. My mom tells me it gets thicker. Has your mom ever told you that when you were growing up? Like,
I heard with shaving, but not with waxing.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
but
no. Waxing, it helps grow back thinner.
Okay.
And if you're somebody that gets ingrown hairs, waxing would be a little bit better for you because you don't get the razor bumps, you don't get as many ingrown hairs.
I have to try it. I'm so scared though. I was like, I'll do a video on it and I'll do like a vlog, but I am so terrified. I feel like the
first one is going to be a little painful because my first one was in school, so that wasn't the best experience because we were practicing on each other and that was my first Brazilian. But when I got it at European Wax Center for the first time again with my coworkers at the time, it wasn't that bad. Like, honestly, probably your lips are probably going to be the most painful part, and that's really it.
Okay.
The butt strip doesn't hurt. You don't really feel it.
The what?
The butt strip doesn't hurt. You don't really feel it.
The butt strip?
You're not going to really feel that. I mean, you can if you want to like ease into it, you can start with the bikini because the bikini you're only doing the side and 2 finger widths at the top.
Okay.
Or you can do a full bikini, which is like a Brazilian with no butt strip. Okay. But I would say start off with a bikini, just the size and the top, just to get a feel for it, and then after that, just go for it. Just go for it. You gotta go in there you gotta be relaxed. I feel like a lot of people come in and they're really tense, and that makes it hurt worse. It makes it hurt worse, and it's harder for the esthetician to do their job.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because like the muscles are tight or something? Like what?
I feel like just when you're tense and you're expecting pain, that's what you're going to try to get from the experience is pain. So you got to go in there like, okay, I may feel a little stinging, but the more relaxed and calm you are and the more you're breathing, the easier the experience is going to be. Because I've ran into clients where they're like super tense. I know some clients jump. I jump when I got mine, so I say don't feel bad. But if it's to the point where you're like jumping and like curling your body up, and it's like, okay, it's not comfortable because I can't do my job properly to make it be as comfortable as I can for you as my client.
Okay. All right. So, speaking of clients, can you tell a story where you dealt with like a crazy experience with a client when it comes to being an esthetician? It could be with waxing, facials, whatever, but
I actually had 2 crazy experiences waxing. I had to stop a service on a client. It was her first wax. And I try to make it as comfortable as possible. I try to talk her through it, but I just don't think she personally had a high pain tolerance. And like laying on the bed, she was like closing her body up like that. And I like had to hold her legs down. And I was like, I physically cannot wax you like this. And it got to the point where even when I laid the wax strip, she said, you're hurting me. I said, I'm not doing anything but putting the wax down. And then she asked me and was like, once you put the wax on, do you have to pull it? And I said, yes, I do. And I just think for me and you, like she started crying. And I feel like for me and you, I feel like we should cut the service here because I don't feel comfortable. You're crunching up. And then if you get the wax stuck to your leg, that's another issue. So she left out with half a Brazilian. And I mean, I was very nice, but I did let my manager know. She was like, we can't, you had to stop the service because you couldn't continue like that.
Yeah. That's kind of funny though.
So
once you lay it down, do you have to take it off? Like,
yeah, it was her first one, so I understood. But I just said, I just don't think waxing is for you if you don't have. You don't even have to have a high pain tolerance, but if you can't handle the wax, then. But I don't think I had any. Maybe in school I had a crazy experience doing facials, but So far, I haven't had any bad experience at Heyday.
Okay, that's good.
Everything's been good.
I just can't imagine. I think, like I said, if something look weird, then I can't do it. So that's why I can't be no esthetician.
See, I'm like that to a certain extent because I cannot watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I cannot watch Dr. Pimple Popper, but I can do a facial and do some blackheads, do some extractions, and I'm fine. But when it comes to watch her extract like boils and cysts, I can't. I can't watch that.
Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into that, but that. Okay, absolutely not. So with you being an esthetician, how often would you say somebody should go get a facial or something like that?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month, get a facial, and then just make sure you're keeping up with your at-home skincare routine at home. So cleansing, if you have an oil cleanse, I like to double cleanse. You can double cleanse. Make sure you have a good toner. If you like to exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. Get you a nice serum, moisturizer, and SPF daily, even in the wintertime.
Really?
Yes.
Even for black folks?
Yes, that. I'm telling you, that cold weather and that wind does a number. Like, this is the season for dehydration. So you definitely want to make sure you're moisturizing properly, putting that sunscreen on, even though it's no sun. The other elements have an effect on your skin. But yeah, just make sure when you come get a facial once a month, as long as you're keeping up with your at-home routine and booking your monthly facials, that's how you're going to maintain your results.
Okay. Is there anything at home that you can do to help with promoting healthy skin? Like any type of, what's it called, massages or anything that you can do on your face?
You can do gua sha at home. So if you heard of the jade stone rollers, it's similar material but in a different form.
Okay.
And with gua sha, that's going to help with your circulation. It's going to help with lymphatic drainage. It's going to help with your blood flow. And it's also going to give you a more sculpted appearance if you keep up with your gua sha at home. So gua sha is a good thing to do. Jade stone rollers are a good thing to do, especially if you experience puffiness waking up in the morning. You run the jade stone under cool water. Roll it in any areas that you're experiencing puffiness. Just make sure when you're doing gua sha, you have a good slip to it because you don't want to pull on your skin. So like a good moisturizer or a good oil, apply that first before you do your gua sha. Any exfoliants, whether it's mechanical exfoliants, just make sure people are not using St. Ives because a lot of people use that. They have the walnut shells in it that can cause micro tears in your skin.
Oh, no.
So just make sure you have a decent exfoliant. I like to use a dry brush. Really good for exfoliant. You can use it before you wash your face. It's just a little... The bristles are kind of similar to a baby's brush. Maybe just a little bit more on the firm side. You just go in small circles around the skin. And that can be your form of exfoliation. Okay. So I just say really just exfoliate. Make sure your skin is not puffy. Depuff your face. Get a good moisturizer and you're good.
Okay. I think I have one of those brushes, actually.
A dry brush? Make sure it's not the body one, though, because the bristles are too harsh for the skin. It's two different. You can dry brush for your full body, and then you can dry brush for your face.
Okay. I have to look it up.
Maybe we might get something in Heyday, because I brought it up in the meeting, because we were talking about different products that we can highlight to show our customers, and I really just recommended dry brushing, because it has really good benefits. So... I'm trying to get some in there so that way I can have that available to my customers.
Is that the name of not the product, but you know, like their shampoo with theirs?
I don't think it's
the name?
It's not a specific name for the brush. If you just type dry brushing for skin, if you're Googling it, then those will pop up. Okay. But I am trying to get some dry brushes in Heyday, so hopefully I can get with management and we can get that rolling so that way I can offer that to my guests.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Because I've never ever heard of a dry brush. For real. I don't think.
It's nice. It's nice.
Do they, like, those rollers that you see, do you go to the dollar store?
For the jade stone rollers?
And are those jade stone rollers?
Probably not the specific stone, but they are similar.
Yeah. Would you recommend those? Or, okay.
I
I'm kind
Well,
of
I had
cheap,
two,
so.
but one broke. But I do have one at home, so I definitely recommend it. So that if you wake up in the morning and you're puffy, run it under cool water, especially under the eyes. Take the smaller end, roll it on the eyes. It still helps with circulation. You can get a little lymphatic drainage from that as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can even do it at night before bed, and it's just really relaxing
Yeah.
on the skin as well. So I definitely recommend the J roller. That's gentle enough to use every single day if you wanted to.
I feel like I got bags under my eyes. I'd be so tired sometimes. I'd be like overly exhausted because I work so much. So whenever I look at my face, I feel like around here is like super dark or like baggy. So,
Get you a J Stone roller.
yeah. They look like they soothing.
You can
or
do
really
gua sha under the eyes too.
Gua sha.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to send me these names because I have no clue how to spell
Yeah,
them.
I will send you everything.
Especially gua sha.
It's a lot of soothing things that you can do at home outside of the treatment room to help with puffiness and things like that.
Okay. So, one thing that I've noticed a lot on social media, I mean, obviously you don't do nails or whatever, but people talk about how it's weird for men to, get their nails done or like to get facials or things like that. How do you feel, or what are your opinions on that?
I don't think it's weird at all because it's self-care.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't think it's weird at all. I feel like go get your pedicure, go get your feet done, go get your manicure. You have to get a simple clear coat, or if you don't get a clear coat, it's just nice to keep yourself clean and manicured. And definitely come get facials. I feel like a lot of men don't take skincare seriously, and a lot of men don't take care of their skin.
Yep.
So it's all self-care.
Yeah.
And the skin is the biggest organ on the body, so you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself properly. So I'm all for the men going to get the services.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely agree. I've dated or I've been on dates with guys, and I can actively see their pores and I can see their skin peeling, and it is such a turn off for me.
Yes.
I don't know about you other ladies, but
care
for
of your
me, please, self-care is definitely important, whether you are male or female.
Self-care is the best care. Take care of your skin.
Right. Please. Now, I got some scenarios for you. You can just, tell me your recommendations. This is a little game, and it's called Mariah Says.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is, my T-zone is really oily, but the rest of my face gets really dry.
I recommend exfoliation, but also if your skin is dry, you can produce excess sebum to make up from the lack of moisture in your skin.
Okay.
So I recommend exfoliation, also going in with an oil cleanser as well, and a nice moisturizer.
Okay. Mariah Says, y'all listen. Okay. Second one is, I can get really bad acne.
You can get really, it depends on what your skin type is looking like. Are you combination? Where is your acne located? And what are you doing at home to trigger your acne? If it's a female, is she having hormonal acne? Is it a male if they're not cleansing at home? Are you changing out your pillowcases like you should be? So there's a lot of factors into that. So I feel like if you don't know the cause of your acne, come in to book a facial so that way we can do a skin analysis and take a deeper look at your skin and try to pinpoint what exactly may be causing the acne.
Okay. Alright. Next one is, I get really dry skin and I get really dry skin to the point where it starts to peel.
That's dehydration, and you need to moisturize and also up your water intake. So definitely do some exfoliation. I recommend, and my coworkers know this, I swear by a rose water toner. The one I use is by the brand Heritage. You can find that at Target, or you can find that at Whole Foods. You definitely want to get you a moisturizing cleanser as well, and a nice moisturizer at home. Nothing too thick.
Okay.
And exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week to help with that dead skin.
Oh man, I've seen some of it, so I know it's real, y'all.
And make sure it's not eczema if you're peeling like that.
Right. Oh, that goes into the next one. My eczema is spreading over my body, and it makes my skin itch.
I honestly would recommend a dermatologist because if it's on the face, we can try to moisturize, but there's a lot of enhancements that we can't do if they have eczema, just because that may flare up. So anything along the lines of that where you're having a really bad flare up, we recommend either seeing your doctor or a dermatologist. So if you're noticing that it's spreading on your body, you can't get it moisturized properly, I definitely recommend a dermatologist. Eucerin is a good lotion at home if you're looking for an at-home remedy. Just make sure the Eucerin is a non-greasy formula because Eucerin can get greasy. Shea butter is really good as well. If it's like dry and cracking, again, do the dermatologist because they may recommend a topical just for those specific areas.
Have you ever used, is it called Aveeno? I think that.
I use Aveeno. I just say Eucerin because my sisters and my mom have a little bit of eczema, and that's what they were using for the eczema. And it's good for at home.
Okay. Next one is I can get really oily skin in the summertime and then get really dry in the colder months.
See, with that oiliness, you can use a cleanser to cut down with the oiliness. Use a cleanser for oily skin, but also you could be not moisturizing properly, and now you look oily, but you really have dry skin. That's a hiccup, because that was even a hiccup for me before I started skincare. I just thought, okay, I'm oily. Really, I'm not moisturizing enough, so my skin is producing excess oil. Okay. So that could be an issue. You also want to exfoliate as well, just to get that excess sebum built up from the skin. And if you're on the drier side, definitely make sure you're applying your sunscreen, because I'm telling you, that wind, almost every client that I have seen recently has had dry skin, but I know it's just because of the winter time. And definitely make sure you're getting a nice hydrating toner. A toner with hyaluronic acid is going to be perfect for the winter time, because that's just going to help lock in that moisture. And also you want to do that exfoliation to get rid of that oil and to get rid of that dead skin buildup.
Okay. And then, is this the last one? Yeah, the last one is I get blackheads at the tip of my nose.
Oil cleanser. Oil cleanse and exfoliation. And if you're still having blackheads, keep doing your exfoliation 2 to 3 times a week, but then also come in to get a facial, because we can extract those blackheads. It's going to be easier for the extractions as long as you're keeping up with your exfoliation at home. Okay. So you can do oil cleanser, rub it in the nose for 5 to 10 minutes, and that'll help loosen up some of those blackheads and sebaceous filaments.
Okay. What's the difference between a blackhead and a whitehead?
A whitehead is kind of like a pustule, so it has that white head at the top. We don't pop those. Blackheads, sometimes they're more deeper in the pores. Okay. And then we can extract those without being invasive to the skin. Okay. So it's nothing that we have to pop.
That does give me a bad image, but okay.
No, they're easy. When we do extractions, we can do finger extractions and literally squeeze the blackheads out. We just don't do anything invasive like popping any pustules or anything like that.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you have coming up with Heyday, or just with you, being an esthetician yourself, waxing and all that?
Trying to build my clientele for waxing. I really don't advertise it that much just because I do it from home. So, but advertising that more, just still constantly working on building my clientele. Definitely working on my content more, because I don't do my content as good as I should. So just making sure I'm getting before and after pictures, making sure I'm getting good videos, making sure it looks aesthetically pleasing, because it can be a good video, but I'm noticing with social media, if it's not aesthetically pleasing, people don't pay that much attention to it. Yeah. So really working on that. I do have an event coming up that I'm working with on Heyday. Me and my coworker we're doing it at my children's hospital. Okay. So I think it's going to be for the parents, and we're going to do gua sha enhancements for the parents. So that's coming up in April. Okay. So that's exciting. That's my first event with Heyday.
Yeah, that is exciting, in April. So is it just like for the parents that are there that has a child at or just?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it is for the parents because I I believe you have to be 14 and older to get a facial at Heyday.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe this might be strictly just for the parents.
Okay. What are some of your goals that you have?
To get my books filled, I would love to come in there every day and have full books.
Yeah.
4+ clients a day. Really build my clientele and just really build a relationship with my client, because I feel like that's one of the main things. You can have a client, but you want to build that relationship to where you're trusting in me, you're liking what I'm saying, you're liking my recommendations, to where you want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then just being able to eventually go off on my own, hopefully learn some dermaplaning. We got a new back bar coming in, so just starting to get comfortable with the back bar. That's coming out this month, so when I go to work on the 25th, the new back bar will be there.
Yeah.
So really just working on that, doing research. This is a field where you're always researching. The research never stops. So just learning as much as I can, so that way I can be extremely beneficial to my clients.
Well, you can go ahead, let the people know where they can find you. And then you told us about some of the events that you have coming up, but yeah.
You can find me at Heyday in Ann Arbor. I'm there 3 days a week. I'm there every Sunday, every Monday, and every other Saturday. You can follow my skincare page at Aesthetics by Lene. Are you going to put that in the description?
Yeah.
Okay, just so they can know how to spell it. But you can find me there as well. My page is open for any questions as far as skincare tips. If you want to book, I can send you the booking link and all of that. So that's where you can find me at. And then that's where I'll also put my waxing information as well, since I am doing home-based waxing.
Okay. Well, that is all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Everything to follow her and all that will be in the description box below. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.